Um, Cornstarch. Today's today's Gumroad video is about cornstarch. Now I want to be clear that this episode is not about any topic other than the act of eating non-edible food stuff. I guess cornstarch is technically edible, but not really. We're going to be talking a little bit about seasoning, a little bit about cornstarch, a little bit about what's called geophagy. Geophagy, I think that's how you say it. I want to say geophagia, but it's geophagy. We're going to be talking about some things, and no matter what you may see, no matter what you may hear during the stream, I want to be clear that I am criticizing geophagy and cornstarch. That's today's stream. BK Rozzy says black people tacos might just be better than Mexican tacos. Jesse says this is how I feel about black people spaghetti versus Italian spaghetti. Dai says because we seasoned the hell out of it. Laugh and crying emoji. So true, literally. Here we see a TikTok or Instagram video where a very elderly 90-year-old Maria makes fettuccine with tomatoes and her own olives. So she grows these in her own backyard and makes what I assume is some amazing fettuccine. But Tisha Razor has some comments. She says, sigh. I can respect the amount of love and preparation that goes into making food, but where is the seasoning? Tomatoes, salt, and pepper is not seasoning. Italian food is so bland. It's true. How can one enjoy fettuccine with only salt and pepper so that you can actually taste the ingredients? What we need here is a bomb of random spices and herbs. Such as this black man. He is at a white people wedding and he is being served bland Italian food. This guy looks exactly like my roommate in Buffalo, by the way. He's like, oh my god, why is the seasoning so not there? And then he realized, white people, shit. If only they gave him the real good stuff. This trend is a meme in the melanated community that white people don't season their food. It is one of the many wins that the African American community has over white people. They couldn't teach, they had to, when they came over to Andalusia, they taught white people how to bathe, how to season their food, and how to circumnavigate the globe. And this can be found, the reverberations of this profound impact on our culture can be found even today in Walmart and Target. Target, of course, being white people shopping, and Walmart being black people shopping.
I said, look, me and my girl went to Target the other day, right? Try to find some spices, right? And I'm like, bro, this all the spices they got, like how the sign spices is going to be this cutoff point of the seasons, you feel me? And I'm like, bro, it kind of go with the stereotype, supposedly that white people barely season their food and Target's for white people versus Walmart got all these seasons and Walmart is for supposedly black people and we definitely season our food. Like, look at all these seasons. Like, what y'all think, bro? This is crazy, bro.
I think that Target is not a food store. I mean, maybe it is these days, but it wasn't when I was in the U.S. I also think that Walmart's typically for white trash and not necessarily black people, but okay. Here we have an actual black guy creating gastronomy. He is preparing a... I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it looks very normal. It says culinary exam procedure and recipe. But then he gets some negative replies saying, two seasonings, the fuck? A white man... God, just seeing white people talk on the internet makes me so angry. Especially when they're trying to explain things to black people, like seasoning, that they know all about. He says, yeah, man, using every seasoning is the same like saying good music has the most instruments. While a good blend of spices can be great, it's better to be deliberate than just to drop dry powders and everything. This bitch-ass motherfucker white-splaining seasonings to a black folk. That's fucking shameful. That's racist. Big Lil Birdie says, never seen such bland-looking food. An anime avatar says, sorry, did he forget your dollar store paprika and cheap spices? Can't see there's a fucking sauce. Now, you might think that a sauce is seasoning, and it is very close to a seasoning because it does usually have cornstarch in it, which we'll get to in a second, but obviously that's not the same. Ronald Radcliffe says, a salt and pepper dish. Let me guess, the meat is of high quality from the heavens, so the salt and pepper will do. Laughing, crying. You could never cook at my house. Yeah, generally speaking, when you want to taste the ingredients, you don't over season it. There's actually a video for this coming up. Boof Pax Mark says salt and pepper chicken. Stop cooking, Lamau. So even black people cooking white people food is you won't escape the heat. You got to do it right. You got to get that pre-prepared blend and just dump it in there. Coca-Cola explains in reply to the one saying, "No, it's very bland and overrated to me. It looks pretty though. That's the draw." Oh, she's saying that the plating is nice looking, so that's why white people eat it. Coca-Cola says, "Yeah, they have good presentation. I'll give them that. I realize that it's mostly whites who hype Japanese food for a reason. They don't mind bland food, but hey, a Japanese guy invented commercial MSG, so that has to be something right. LOL." So if you thought that Asians were going to get a pass, sorry, Asians. You got to learn how to season your food too. Just more and more proof that the Asians and the whites, we're at the bottom of the food chain, literally speaking, because we don't season our foods. This black lady has some driver's seat pontification to do. She dated a white guy, heaven forbid, and has some thoughts about why whitey don't season their food.
Y'all, I just had what the hell? Wait, I honestly didn't. Wait.
Sorry, I have to take the clown makeup off before I give my hot take.
I just had an epiphany. You know how we say that white people don't season their food? Like, that's a known thing, right? No offense, white people. I'm just saying that's just whether it's true or not, that's black people think y'all don't season y'all food. Even the ones in the South. No shade, but... Okay, so here's my epiphany. So, I used to date this white guy years ago, right? And one time I was cooking a steak, and I had made steaks for him many times. And I guess all the while he didn't know how to tell me that he preferred that I didn't put so much seasoning on the steak, because I would put Lawry's on there and some garlic and salt, pepper. You know, I hooked it up. And one day he was like, "Kelly," he was like, "you actually put too much seasoning on the meat." And I was like, "What?" Like, I had never been told that before, and I like prided myself on being able to cook, you know what I mean? So anyway, so he's like, yeah, he's like, the object of eating a good steak is to be able to taste the meat. And I was like, "But you still can taste the meat." And he's like, "No." He's like, "I taste seasoning with meat." He's like, "But I want to taste the actual steak."
So, that all sounds pretty reasonable, but he is making the cardinal sin of white-splaining seasoning to a black folks. I wonder what that leads her to believe.
I was thinking, listen, am I way off here? So I started thinking about slavery. Now,
as they do.
If they were used to having the prime cuts of beef and pork and goat and everything, and they gave the scraps to us, maybe it's an adapted taste. Do you think that maybe, because he's not the only one that told me that. So I ended up cooking some meat for a white couple one time, and I literally was told the same thing. Now, I've never had any complaints by black people with my seasoning, so it's not like I overly season, but I did have like this white woman. She was just like, "I don't taste the meat." Like I think, and I hate to sound like this, but do y'all like to taste the blood, like the flesh? So I was thinking.
So that is actually a thing where I believe that I don't know if this is true. This is just one of those things that you hear. But apparently, we gave lobsters. When I say we, I wasn't my family was not from the slavery era of the United States, but white folks gave day slaves, and certain other white folks gave day slaves the crawlers, the creepy crawlers on the ocean, which would be shrimp and lobster, and then the cuts of the meat they didn't want. So the slaves had these foods, right? And they had to develop a way to cook them and make them edible. And then that kind of became successful. And then pork ribs and lobster are like a gourmet thing now, right? So I've heard that before, but I think she's gonna go a little bit deeper on this.
You know how things adapt, evolution, and just, you know, we already know that slavery has to do with a lot of the things we do culturally and the things we can't even help it if we try it. So I'm wondering if that's one of them. Y'all, do you think that maybe the reason white people don't really season a lot of meat and stuff like that is because they desire to taste the actual flesh? Like, I mean, obviously if you're a meat eater, you want to taste the flesh, right? But you're not Like, even saying I want to taste the flesh seems so like, ugh, you know what I mean? But like, if they are, if we're carnivores and or they consider themselves a carnivore, and white people chime in on this, like I'm not, but
I'm given permission to speak.
I just
That's
think
lovely.
that's profound. I think that they like to taste the flesh more than we do. We like to taste seasoning. Interesting.
The German word for meat is Fleisch, which is a very harsh word. It's very unappetizing. You get offered Fleisch, and you're like, I don't know if I actually want that. But then you get offered a tasty steak, and you're like, I do want that. It can be a Fleischfläche. That's what she's saying. She's saying the word that Fleischfresser. That's what she's calling us. Cannibals, ravenous, deranged white people wanting to tear chunks of flesh off living animals. Truly the most deranged people. This has led to some white people trying to fight back. This actually went viral. I think I put this on Man at the Internet at some point. I know exactly what it's going to say, but it's kind of funny just because how fucking fed up she is.
This is a PSA to the seasoning police on this app. If in your brain you only view seasoning as things like garlic powder, onion powder, or maybe something like rosemary, if this is what you view as seasoning and seasoning only, let me pose you a question. What does this come from? Granulated garlic, what is that? Garlic? Onion powder, where does that come from? Dehydrated onion? Let's take a look at the spice rub. Dehydrated garlic, onion, and bell pepper.
I sauteed those bell peppers along with my onion and garlic.
What is so funny to me is if I had just doused my chicken in this rub alone, the seasoning police would be out of my comments. They wouldn't even be in there. But the second it's fresh garlic or fresh onion or fresh bell pepper, it's automatically not seasoning. And let me just say one last thing. If you're one of those people that loves to watch cooking competitions and a judge says something is under-seasoned, they're talking about salt. Under-seasoning your food means there's not enough salt in it. Salt is gonna bring out the flavor of onion, the flavor of garlic, the flavor of whatever random spice rub that you have. And let me just say that if your food tastes a little off, it's not because you need to add more powder. It's most of the time because you need to add more salt or some sort of acid like lemon juice or vinegar, okay?
Also fat, don't forget the fat. White women are just fantastic, especially the racist ones. That's a nice kitchen, by the way. Look at how fucking bougie that kitchen is. She makes a lot of money by seasoning her food with the fresh veggies and shit. That's it for this slide. So, chat, it's time to season. What are we going to be seasoning? Everything. Oh, I like this. Old Bay. That's how you know where we're at. We're up in the Baltimore area. Does anyone else season a BBQ coal?
Yeah, so I just want to let y'all know
Oh,
that
hell yeah.
I season my charcoal. I
Charcoal.
season my charcoal and
She's definitely from Baltimore. That's funny.
the little onion in it is because when the flavor comes out, baby.
That is pretty funny. That's a waste, but it's funny. How about seasonings? I think that's chicken.
This is what we do to wake up the flavor. If you read the bottle, it tells you exactly what it does. All facts, B. All right, here we go. Damn, I don't got a lot of this left. Hold on.
These guys are high as fuck. When you're lit and being this guy's high.
There's some, there goes some.
It's just like dousing each one in like different bottles. Okay. Got you. And they're super high. Okay, now I warned you Asians that you would get the seasoning treatment. So imagine this. Imagine you're working at a Korean barbecue restaurant and you provide some food to some melanated folks who have anime shirts on. And they whip out their own seasoning and start seasoning your food right in front of your eyes. I'm sure that's an improvement. You can really taste that shrimp now. How about this one? Took my Nigerian auntie to Korean barbecue for the first time and she had to bring her own seasoning.
me Mufasa, yeah Mufasa, not Mustafa, not Mustafa. Hello Alpha, no Kokosa. Girl, your body, see now, I shake and we shakala.
Why not just cook at home at that point, for real? They just go to the restaurants to like dab on whatever ethnicity is serving them. The Nigerian auntie is putting Aldi seasoning on Korean barbecue. For who? For herself, I suppose. So that she has some season. Why not just eat the seasoning out of? You know, that's not one thing I don't have a video of. Why don't they just eat the seasoning straight out of the bottle? But do you even season your baby?
Let's get my son ready to go to church with his grandma. So first thing first, I like give him a good wipe off, and then
Why do black babies always look extremely shocked? It's like they're in a total, like they always look like they're in shock and disbelief and surprise.
I start to get him dressed. I put on his diaper, and then I add his lotion. Once I get that rubbed in, I do like to use Axe on my son because
Oh my God.
I want him smelling good. This is how I spray it on him, so I make sure it won't get in his lungs. I have my daughter record. Okay, usually I'll cover his nose and his mouth and his eyes, and I spread all over his body.
He starts crying. No, God, no wonder why they always look so fucking shocked. Look at this baby's face.
And I spread all over his body like that right there.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But only because it scares him to spray. But he's good. He's happy. He's loved. Yeah.
He's good. He's loved.
The shirt or whatever. Look at him and it's all white looking godly.
Just throw the socks on him.
Put on his overalls or whatever that he's gonna wear because I wanted him to like be churchy. So cute. Next I get his chain. I add that. Next I get his shoes.
His chain? Oh my God, he is wearing a chain. What the fuck?
Boom, put them on. I
think he has like a gold pacifier. Bro, that's so tacky.
Slip back. Slip back. That's what I said. Slip back. No. And then I put him in his car seat. Look at my boy. Super fresh. Okay. Bye, TikTok. Yeah.
Smelling like an Axe body spray. Smelling like a 14-year-old boy in a high school locker room. How about you season your laundry?
Making my kids' clothes smell extra yummy.
Why did this black woman pick an Australian voice for this? What the fuck is this? Is that like meth? Bro, what are you doing? Gain. Okay. It looks like meth. Oh, she's putting the gain. Wait, what did she start with? What is that? It's like crystal meth and then gain on top of it. It's like, I don't remember gain looking like crystal meth. Okay, more gain. I don't think that's necessary. I'm just imagining that this washing machine is going to like overflow. More gain. She loves gain. This is why they end up stealing so much laundry detergent from the stores. Because you're putting in like $20 worth of fucking cleaning supplies. No, more gain. Are they just pretending? Those look like they belong in the dishwasher. Are they like is this just like for TikTok money? What the fuck is this? More. Okay. Oh, now we get the liquid. Okay. But this does not end with the laundry room being completely covered in bubbles. I'm going to be very disappointed. Bro, all you need is like 1 cup of that shit for that entire load of laundry. This is so wasteful. Okay, more. Okay, she's now mixing the meth up with all the other shit. Okay. She gonna eat that? No, we're not so lucky. Oh, so this lasts for a while. Oh, I've been defeated. She's not using $20 of laundry detergent per load. She then adds more to it. Oh, she is adding more. She's adding like a lot of laundry. You can clearly see that the crystal meth is like stuck in the laundry machine. She's literally using this entire thing. What the fuck? She's adding more. What in the fuck is she doing? She's like ripped off the lid so that she can do this. You see what I mean? Like the lid is completely removed so that she can manually stir it. What the fuck is the point of that? Sometimes not chat, seasoning goes wrong. Paqui was I think a Tostitos brand or whatever, and they sold that one chip challenge, and the chip was overly seasoned. It was like super spicy. This young man, this boy with his life ahead of him, took on. His name was Harris Woloba, and he died. He ate the over-seasoned chip, and unfortunately, the white man said, "Oh, you think we don't season our foods, huh? You think that's you want seasoning? I'll fucking give you some seasoning, black man." So we used all of our white people voodoo magic to imbue the chip with anti-black spices so that it looked spicy, it tasted spicy, but it was actually lethal neurotoxins that only affected black people. Truly another pinnacle of evil white anti-black racism. So white people don't season their food, but they at least wash their chicken, right? Uh-oh. Quaho Social Housing says, just found out that on TikTok that places like Nando's and KFC don't wash their chicken. I had Nando's earlier. Nando's is a Spanish grill that has chain locations in places like Australia. And the Nando's like the hot sauce that you're supposed to put it on chicken, but if you get Nando's hot French fries, and they season really well, but you can use the hot sauce instead of ketchup, and that shit is amazing. It was simply the best French fries I've ever had. Eric Rivera says, ask me when the last time I washed my sheets is exactly why you should wash your chicken. Also, look up the constant recalls, health issues, deaths, and more associated with factory farm chicken. Definitely asking too much. Never mind. So a black man went to get out there on the streets and asked white people, do they wash their chicken?
Do you wash chicken before you cook it?
No.
Nah.
No. Should I?
Do you wash chicken before you cook it?
Of course. Are you mad?
Of course I wash chicken before I cook it. I cannot cook a chicken without washing it. What's the matter with you?
Dead animals, like, why are you not going to clean it? Because I went to school with all white people and I had to explain this. I don't want to hear, oh, it's spreading more germs. I'm like, I feel like I've seen stuff about this and you shouldn't wash chicken because of germs.
How could you buy something that has feathers, hair, and not wash it?
You're not concerned about the feathers, you're not concerned about the hair?
No. I grew up on a farm and we killed turkeys at Christmas.
Yeah, you gotta wash the chicken, but not with soap.
You do.
Dude, white women. She's just like, no, I grew up on a fucking farm. I know how to prepare chicken, retard.
You put water on it and stuff?
Yeah. You kind of
vinegar,
like caress it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes my tongue gets hard when I'm doing that, you know.
Ew.
What did you say?
Yeah, you know, I guess a little burner and that. It feels nice, you know.
I don't really know what to say to that, I'll be real.
A little boner by washing chicken. That's why they wash their chicken. This guy figured it out. He's like, white people, you wash your chicken? No, it's got germs in it. And they ask the black people, you wash your chicken? Yeah, man, it makes my dick hard. Okay, got you. So this is from the TikTok video where they were discussing if they should wash their chicken. And the USDA, this was a community note, says the USDA recommends not washing poultry as it does not remove all bacteria, whereas simply cooking the meat to a safe temperature does. Washing chicken might also spread these bacteria all over your kitchen. So the point is, the reason why you don't wash it is because once you put water on the chicken and then flick that chicken water around, you're going to be getting salmonella everywhere. Whereas if you just put the chicken in the dish and cook it, it will be sterilized. But and that's also why you should never have like medium rare chicken. But you guys all know that because you're not a cornstarch eater. But let's see what washing the chicken really looks like. Yeah, make sure to get that Dawn dish soap in there. Yeah, make sure to get that soapy water all over your hands and wrist and arm. Yes, wash that chicken real good. White people could never figure this out. Oh yeah, get up in that chicken coochie. You gotta get some Dawn dish soap up in that chicken coochie.
Out of coronavirus. Taking the coronavirus from the chicken and using soap to bath. Look.
Hey. The CDC spreading more misinformation like they did with the coronavirus. Don't wash your raw chicken. Washing can spread germs from the chicken to other foods or utensils in the kitchen. Look at that, 5,000 quotes from people desperately trying to disprove this white people lies. The CDC actually replied to people who were angry at them, saying, "We didn't mean to get you all hot about," that's a weird thing to say, "all hot about not washing your chicken, but it's true. Kill germs by cooking chicken thoroughly, not washing it. You shouldn't wash any poultry, meat, or eggs before cooking it. They can all spread germs around your kitchen. Don't wing food safety." And then Lola St. Paul cuts to the heart of this evil white people lie and says, "I bet whoever wrote this doesn't. Or I bet whoever wrote this don't season their food." Let's check out some other culinary tricks, life hacks from the people who know what they're talking about, the people who know how to actually cook. Carlita Snow posted this saying, "I know y'all heard what's going on with all the food, fast food and store-bought, so if you don't cook your meats with at least 1 cap full of bleach, don't offer me any spaghetti with sausages." So here she is cooking up some very well-seasoned noodles, adding a splash of household cleaner bleach to make sure that the 99% of germs, 99.9% germs are gone. Especially because you know how day food is these days. White people season day food with viruses. Come on. Some people reply in shock saying, "Oh my goodness, I know damn well you playing." Raven Glow says, "Here you go, facepalm." And then Carlitha Snow says, "Wanda Collins, no, I'm not playing. Did you taste the bleach when I gave you the plate? It was good and healthier. The meat is not properly sanitized. Clean it in bleach and it won't hurt to add a little drop while cooking. How the hell people saying you go on diet when I'm still alive and my whole pot of spaghetti is gone?" Rolling eyes emojis. However, this one doesn't even seem to fly even in the black community because 80% people reacted to this with shock or laughter. She continues, Ani Sabra says, "Enlighten me on what's going on." Peter Horn says, "She tried to kill her friend who hasn't responded, so maybe it worked." Let's not delay any further. The content you were promised. Okay, so I want to give you guys a warning. If you're one of those people who have misophonia, like I do, you are about to be hella fucking triggered. There's no way around it. They eating cornstarch, and that's what it sounds like. Okay. Valencia DeBow says, "I just stopped eating cornstarch cold turkey because I don't want diabetes, but it's very addicting, and I dream about it, and I crave it, but I know it's not good for me." So let's take a look at what cornstarch actually is, real quick. Cornstarch comes from corn. Shocker. It is a very specific part of the corn that is ground very finely, and it is pure carbohydrates. It contains almost nothing except carbs. 100 grams of cornstarch has almost 400 fucking calories. It is a lot of calories because it is pure carbohydrates with almost nothing else in it. It does have a minor amount of iron. So this, as far as nutritional value, basically nothing. You would need more than 3 kilograms of cornstarch to get your daily intake for iron. But black people seem to think that the reason why black people eat cornstarch is due to a natural connection to Mother Gaia, telling them that when they are pregnant, they're hankering for iron, even though there is not enough fucking iron in cornstarch to justify that. Candy Lady says, "A lot of people in the South eat cornstarch and red clay dirt. I'm from Mississippi. I used to eat clay dirt, but then I stopped. My mom eats cornstarch every day also." Dr. B says, "I eat cornstarch a lot, but I always wanted to taste the red clay. Ugh, do they taste the same mouth dried out but smooth when you first taste it?" Kiki says it's not an addiction. If she was to have iron infusion, she would crave it at all. I've went through it. Annie Oakley says, I used to be addicted to it years ago. I used to add a little bit of water to mine in a bowl sometimes. I loved it. I've been clean from it for many years now. Facebook 21 says, tell us you're black without telling us you're black. James of All Trade says, yo, my homeboy's girlfriend was addicted to cornstarch, and she was told to eat it to get thicker. No bullshit, her stomach got huge like she was pregnant. So I think James has really figured it out. The lust, the craving for cornstarch is more about getting thick as opposed to an iron deficiency. Cornstarch, as it says here, is obtained specifically from the endosperm of the kernel. Cornstarch is a common food ingredient, but it says here it does have a medical purpose. It can supply glucose to people with glycogen storage disease because it's like pure carbs. Its bioavailability is extremely high. So if you have this specific disease, they will tell you to eat a little bit of cornstarch so that you actually can get that glucose. But what's really funny is that it has a racial component. In the United States, 1 out of 40,000 people have type 2 glycogen storage disease. But with black people, it is only 1 in every 14,000. So it's like more than 3 times more likely for a black person to have this disease than a white person. Which is kind of similar to my pet theory about vitamin D. If you're black and you live in the outside of the equator where there's less sunlight, you will absorb less vitamin D. And it is a crisis that black people have vitamin D deficiencies. And as a coincidence, as pure coincidence, a vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to cognitive abilities and IQ. So vitamin D is really important. And if you are meant to live near the equator and you suddenly live in the UK or northern United States, you might have vitamin D deficiency, which negatively impacts your cognitive abilities. But you're not here to listen to my pseudoscience, my bro science. You're here to listen to the sounds of cornstarch.
Yo, cornstarch got me hurting so bad in my chest and in my stomach, like sharp ass pain, bro. Like, I got to leave that shit alone, bro. It's like every time I eat this shit now, like it does this shit, I got to leave it alone for real. I don't care how good it is to me, like I got to leave that shit alone.
Here's a black man eating it, and this is kind of rare. He's just munching on that cornstarch. Your average Steelers fan. What's funny is that most of the clips I have of like people eating cornstarch are women. And then coincidence with type 1 glucogen deficiency syndrome, it is 1 to 2 ratio of male to females. So women are more likely to have this. Which kind of coincides with the amount of video footage of women eating it. Cornstarch is so essential to the black experience that you can find 1.5 million results for Etsy cornstarch on the internet. Also interesting is Gain scented cornstarch. As we've established, black people really, really, really like Gain, and they really like cornstarch. You can now have your Gain with your cornstarch and just eat it straight. This young lady has bought a artisanal cornstarch block.
Let's open it.
She did not buy a 9-volt battery, though. Damn, this is wrapped up in wax paper like some artisanal cheese. That's how you know it's the fancy cornstarch. This is a region-locked... Dude, she has 2. She has 2. They're way too close together. She must have 2 in 2 different rooms that are low. Ain't got no time to change batteries, though. We got this cornstarch. She got the head bob. Oh my god. Holy shit. Dude, that's at least like 600 calories she just packed in.
These are the chunks. I'm going to be eating this one first.
Shit. This lady, she seasons her cornstarch is what she does. I don't know what the fuck this is, but she loves it. Just hate a little bit of seasoning. She's not a savage like a white person. She seasons her cornstarch. Now, don't think that cornstarch is just for adults.
Your cornstarch craving kicking your butt, but your little spoiled baby won't let you put her down. Here.
Oh, that's crunching, Mama. It's crunching now.
Wasted cornstarch.
The waste of cornstarch. It's like a portal to hell. This little boy got into the cornstarch. Look at him. That mischievous smile. He know that they can't hold him back. He wants the cornstarch. He needs the cornstarch. This little boy, he gets the cornstarch. He don't have to fight for it. He just gets it. I give him like a nice tray of cornstarch. Nom, nom, nom. It's like my family used to tell me at dinner. Make sure to eat all your cornstarch so you grow big and strong. That's why I'm so funny and smart. Or they got her the good rocks, the nice chunky kind. No little cornstarch pebbles, big rocks. The kind that would make Ricada jealous. Well, it's a starch chunk, so they do that deliberately. They like that crunch. Look, I can see some clean chicken back there. Oh no, I might have paused this one at an inopportune time. Let's see. What is that? Argo? What if I can... They all seem to like that brand.
Why you in the shower?
She's in the shower.
I think she's so fat.
Why is she eating cornstarch in the shower? She's in the dark, too. Do you think that she deliberately makes her room dark so that she can indulge this craving of cornstarch? Bro, just chugging it. You're wasting it. Oh no, she's not. She's like a tribal warrior painting her face with the blood of her enemies, so that the other cornstarch knows that she's not fucking around. She will eat them. I got that tribal spirit, chat. Unrestrained.
So you didn't eat my cornstarch?
I'm not eating your cornstarch. He did. I saw him.
That motherfucker.
Your cornstarch.
That motherfucker ratting him out. You got this narc ass fucking kid saying, "Oh, yo, he totally ate the cornstarch." What the fuck? How are you raising these kids? Are they narking on each other? Unbelievable. Okay. This is a 9-minute long video from Freaky Eaters. I haven't watched this, but I think I've seen it in the past. So let's take a listen. This was so old, so long ago, that it predates the cornstarch meme. This was just like for real. Like, this wasn't influenced by TikTok. This was just like, this is what this lady ate.
My wife, Nikki, is a freaky eater.
Freaky.
34-year-old Nikki loves to eat cornstarch all day long.
Cornstarch is soft, it's very fine. It is so good. I cannot stop eating it.
She eats up to 2 pounds of cornstarch a day.
That's a lot.
3,300 calories daily.
Damn.
Alone.
Cornstarch is normally used for thickening, baking, but me personally, when I buy it, it's strictly for eating it. My mouth always waters for it. It is the best. My My first craving for the cornstarch started when I was pregnant.
For the cornstarch.
Most women when they're
Talks about it like a drug.
crave like pickles and ice cream, things like that, but my craving was cornstarch. And I would eat 2 to 3 boxes a day.
After the pregnancy, Nikki's...
You know, the relationship to pregnancy, I know that women can get diabetes specifically in pregnancy. I wonder if that's like a thing. I don't know what the relationship with that is and the glucose disorder.
Struggled to eat less cornstarch, but then a family tragedy brought back her habit in full force.
My son Marquise, he was 4 years old. He was my youngest of 4 children. He passed away 4 years ago due to a seizure. They couldn't resuscitate him. Marquise was my life. I miss my baby. Since Marquise has been gone, I did start eating cornstarch more than I normally was. It is an escape for me.
Why she got those blue contact lenses on?
Issues,
It's very distracting.
stomach pain, and constipation.
She's really hurting herself with this cornstarch. Right now, I think Nikki's eating 3 to 4 boxes a week.
That's a lot.
Even though Charles isn't aware of the extent of his wife's addiction, what he does know has led him to call in freaky eater experts.
She has like a secret stash of cornstarch in the spare tire compartment of her trunk. Wow.
For a week of intense therapy.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, they ambushed her. She's eating the cornstarch. Run out, run out. And she's just sitting there minding her own business, eating the starch, and then they're like, bam, white people. Fucking nightmare.
Whoa!
Nothing?
It's like smoke everywhere.
Nothing. I didn't know who these 2 people were, and I just felt busted.
We were sent by your husband, Charles. I'm Dr. Mike Down. I'm a psychotherapist specializing in disordered eating and addictive behaviors.
Nice to meet you.
You look a little surprised to see
I'm
us.
JJ. I'm JJ Virgin. I'm a certified nutrition specialist and a certified health and fitness specialist. Yeah, why are you in the back of your truck eating cornstarch?
My husband does not like for me to eat it. He is threatened if I didn't stop eating the cornstarch that my family would be torn apart. And I don't want that.
Yep.
So then why
Imagine getting divorced over cornstarch.
Nikki's cornstarch addiction is dramatically affecting her marriage.
I just like have to sneak. I eat it at work. I have some hidden.
Does she like smell like
Can you show us
cornstarch?
this?
Sure.
All right.
But you're not gonna let him know, right?
No, none of the information will come from us to your husband. JJ and I want
But we are filming this, just so you know.
how many places she had this cornstarch hidden.
One is in the closet in my jacket.
Nikki had cornstarch stashes literally all over the house. In the entry.
There's one.
Dude, imagine cops like busting through this house and thinking they just hit the jackpot with like all these.
It's like heroin stashed.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, oh my god, we got this white powdery substance. What is it? It's cornstarch. I can't stop eating it.
Stomach pains, gas and bloating. How often are you having bowel movements?
Oh, dude, that's why he's divorcing her. She farts all the fucking time. It says gas and bloating is the side effect of eating cornstarch. So she's just like brap hogging constantly.
Once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Eating this amount of cornstarch could create a bowel
She poops only once a week? What?
obstruction. This could already be going on.
Then she blows up the fucking toilet. The toilet's clogged. Then the dad has to go in there and clean it. What a nightmare.
You're choosing cornstarch over your family. You're
I don't
choosing
think
it.
I am.
But your husband said that he would take the kids and leave.
You're not gonna tell him that I hid them though, right?
You are going to be the one doing the talking here.
I have to tell him.
It's vital for Nikki to come clean to Charles. When it comes to addiction, the first step is being honest, not only with yourself, but to those you love. How are you feeling right now?
It's sad. I don't want to lose my family, and I do want to be healthy.
Nikki's obviously addicted to cornstarch. This is going to be a big challenge.
We have 5 minutes left. Fix her.
It's time for a hefty dose of shock therapy so Nikki can come to terms with what cornstarch is doing in her life. You would not want to do the things we're about to do with you in your house.
We set up such a huge shock therapy for Nikki that we actually had to go to a warehouse to do it.
They're going to show her how much cornstarch she eats in a month. But I remember one of my favorite episodes, it was like My 600-Pound Life or something. And I remember this moment clear as day because it was some of the best television ever recorded. It was a guy who was like 1,000 pounds. He was so fat. And he had these like family enablers that lived in the house and brought him like an 8-course buffet every single day so that he could maintain that 1,000 pounds. And he cried that he couldn't lose weight because he was bedbound. He was too bedbound. He would not be able to get up and exercise and lose the weight. He needed people to feed him, and they fed him, 1,000 pounds worth of food every day. So they wanted to do the shock therapy, really appall him and show him exactly what it is he eats in a day. Not one meal at a time, all at once. So they set it up, but there's so much food that it spills out into the hallway. They can't put it in his room because it's too small. So they put the food out in the hallway, and they show him through the door that this is what he eats in a day, this massive amount of food. And this guy, who had been claiming that he was bedbound, too fat to get up, magically, through the grace of God, finds the strength in him to lift off the couch or the mattress and walk into the hallway where he immediately proceeds to just binge eat that entire fucking buffet of food that they put in front of him. And like they cut to like the therapists and the people that were organizing this, and they're just like in shock and disgust and disbelief. It really is a magical moment. I can't wait to. I don't think that she's gonna be like, oh my god, that's so much cornstarch, and she just takes out a spoon and eats it.
JJ and I pulled
the
cover off this pool to reveal the amount of cornstarch mixed with water that Nikki eats in a year. This is 1.5 feet deep.
This here is 739 pounds of cornstarch.
I was really shocked.
Dun.
So much energy.
Fine boom sound effect.
This isn't good for me.
What do you think's gonna happen if I walk on
that pool looks so pleasing. Can he walk? Oh my god, he can walk on cornstarch.
You can walk right across it.
That's crazy.
Then it was Nikki's turn. We wanted her to have the experience so she could feel.
She can't walk fast enough across that. She's gonna sink into cornstarch. An allegory for real life.
I was fearful of sinking all the way to the bottom.
Faster the better. Fast, fast, fast. Go,
The cornstarch. She lost her shoes. Oh no! The cornstarch is consuming him.
Years, Nikki's body's had to process this thick, gooey, cement-like substance. Last thing to show you.
Come over here.
I was like, oh.
Just sits in it. Like, I want to become one with the cornstarch.
Put some hazard clothing on. Are you ready to see and experience what 6 months of your cornstarch looks and feels like?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
What?
You wasting food.
It looked like
His neighbor's starving in Haiti. Oh my god. Just like lays underneath it.
I was speechless of how much cornstarch was in that warehouse.
Now that you've seen it, now that you've walked across it, inhaled it, what do you want to do with this in your life?
I want to give it up.
All right. I think Nikki's overall reaction is one of acceptance, of saying, yes, I do have a problem. A cornstarch snow angel here? You can walk.
Just wasting this lady's favorite food. It's like if someone says, this is how much pizza you eat in 6 months, and they just start stepping in it and like doing snow angels, and I'm like, wasting pizza, bro.
What 16 years of a cornstarch diet have done to Nikki's body.
Hi. Nikki, this is Dr. Allegra.
Nice to meet you, Nikki.
Allegra.
Because Nikki complains of severe stomach pains and has only one bowel movement a week, we needed a doctor to rule out any potential intestinal blockage. Dr. Allegra is a radiologist, so he's going to be able to look inside to see what's going on.
I'm like, okay, I hope nothing is going to be wrong.
We're gonna find Mount Cornstarch in there.
Hold it there. What I'm gonna do is have you drinking through a...
It's just gonna be like an entire bottle of that Argo.
Barium to drink, which will show up on the x-ray machine and reveal any blockage.
One sip, one swallow. There you go.
I started to get very worried. Right now, I'm really concerned and I don't know what may be wrong with me.
How are you feeling?
It's scary. It has me really nervous. And I don't want to go through this.
No, because this is the easy part. What's scary is if they found a blockage and then you would have to have surgery, right? And it's a really very
Imagine getting bowel surgery because you're just so full of cornstarch.
Now she's really starting to realize that if she does not change her behavior, there can be some very serious medical.
Thank God there's all this life-saving medication to help her. Heroic medical intervention to keep her alive.
Basically carbohydrate. In those quantities, it's hard to digest. You may develop diabetes. It is a real risk. So the good news is that the x-rays that you took were normal. That means that the fluid that you ingested goes through your food pipe and the rest of your intestinal tract without any blockage.
Okay. There was a sense of relief.
That just means that she can keep eating cornstarch.
Damage if I was to continue to eat cornstarch.
They just gave her a clean bill of health. Permission to go eat more cornstarch.
It's not too late.
Exactly.
I felt that cornstarch was no longer my friend. I need to stop eating cornstarch.
No, I'm done.
And now you say it's completely gone.
Because I have to.
Because you recognize that your health is at serious risk.
Yeah.
You never want to do that again?
What are they gonna give her?
Sounds like
oh, is that it?
First step.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what are they gonna try to give her to like wean her off of cornstarch? Okay, chat, listen up. I have a confession to make. That's the sound of a plastic tub. It's a metal spoon, chat. It's a metal spoon against a plastic tub of cornstarch. I'm smelling it. It does kind of have like a pleasant scent to it. It's kind of weird. You know what? It's kind of like a tortilla or something. That's what it is. Because it's cornstarch. Okay, here we go. Wait, let me turn off my noise gate so you guys can hear every single... I am warning you. I am about to eat cornstarch for real, no cap. So if you have an aversion to me eating cornstarch... Unfortunately, it's not in a nice brick format, so it's like, it's not going to be like a nice crunch. That's weird. So it immediately dehydrates your mouth and kind of like melts, like almost like kind of like, because it's a carbohydrate, it's just like sugar, pure sugar. It doesn't crunch or anything because it's not one of those cubes that they make. God, there's some adequate way to describe this that I am failing to come up with on the spot. Just the way that it's so powderized. It kind of reminds me of like instant mashed potatoes. I bet you they fill that shit up with cornstarch. It's not unpleasant, and it kind of has like this Sorry, I just dumped cornstarch all over the fucking floor. It's so familiar. And it's like, the issue is that it's in everything. They use it as like a thickener in all sorts of different foods and stuff. So it's this incredibly familiar taste that is so benign that it lacks like a description. It definitely kind of feels like, I don't know, just like when you have like a tortilla, like a flour tortilla, and it has like that powder on it, and you bite into it, and it's like just for that brief second, there's that weird sensation of whatever that powder is that's like on your tongue, and it's exactly like that, but it's like overwhelming because there's so much of it, and it completely absorbs all the moisture in your mouth. I can't imagine like craving it though. It's so weird because the way that it dehydrates your mouth is extremely unpleasant. So, I paused the video to go to the bathroom and get rid of the cornstarch, right? Put it away. I've developed an opinion of it, and what I've realized is that it like sticks to your teeth, and the best way I can describe it is like it's pure savory. I imagine that if you took a spoonful of MSG and ate that, you would get like a very similar taste to it, where it's like, it's mostly texture, but then it just leaves like an extreme savory taste in your mouth. And the other thing is I'm having a physiological reaction. I can feel my blood sugar spiking really hard. I kind of have like a low throbbing headache now. And I can feel like pins on my skin, and it's the same kind of thing that you would get. It's like a sugar rush. Like if you ate like a really 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 sweet piece of cake, you would get that sugar rush from it. And it's like a sugar rush. So they must love that. That must be like the addictive quality is just that sugar rush. It is like very comparable to a drug in that sense because it hits your bloodstream immediately. I just went up and I went to go pee, and that's it. And then when I was in the kitchen putting away the cornstarch, I'm like, wow, I can really feel I can really feel my elevated blood sugars right now. Kind of a crazy sensation. But it's not just cornstarch, ladies and gentlemen. Not chat. There are in stock artisanal clay chunks for eating. This is not a meme. This is a thing that happens a lot in Africa and in Haiti. Black people, for whatever reason, get pica, and they really crave rocks, clay, mud, and they eat it. And it's like a thing there. And on Twitter, because of the Haiti cat thing, they also were making fun of the mud cookies that they eat in Haiti. And people are like, that's because the white people made them so hungry that they was eating the rocks and shit. But it's not like a starvation thing. It's not. I think it may be in part to like satiate hunger cravings, but they do it even when they have food. It's like a cultural thing. Here's even more. Kaolin edible clay chunks, natural for eating. Bentonite edible clay chunks, natural for eating. Blue edible clay chunks. Yellow edible. White edible. Sapphire. Ooh, I want the sapphire clay. That sounds nice and crunchy. Here's a Liberian woman eating the clay, crunchy and chewing. This is ASMR, so she does that so people can goon. Brown clay, extreme crunch. Umkako eat South African clay. So this is in South Africa, and they still eat this shit. They also eat baby powder. Am I the only one? If you know, you know. And there's a Johnson's baby powder with a straw in it. That's kind of gross. Telora says, cornstarch instead. You got pica, sis. Keimani says, I don't know how it tastes, crying. And Just Rika says, just love the taste and smell of baby powder. I have cornstarch, but baby powder just hits different. What the fuck is in baby powder that they could be eating? It's like chalk, right? What the fuck? Oh my god. Johnson's & Johnson's baby powder on top of what appears to be like a British biscuit. It sounds like a buttered biscuit with baby powder on it. It's kind of nauseating. This one went, holy shit. This is like a murder dungeon. And he says, could you do messy baby powder eating next? And then there's a heart. And she is, in fact, messy baby powder eating. Like, the room is just covered in dust. It's like a dim, dusty set, like for a murder house or something. This woman is eating baby powder, and she doesn't really seem to enjoy it, so I don't know why she is. I ate the whole bottle looking at the Johnson's & Johnson's. Must be really tasty. They really prefer the Johnson's baby powder. Must be the best. They put like fragrance in that, right? Maybe that's like the Gain dish detergent. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you that they use the same like fragrance because it's a non-edible fragrance. The Gain stuff. I bet you they use the same fragrance in the baby powder and also the detergent. And when you mix that with chalk, they're like, that's the good stuff.
Okay, so.
Oh. I remember what this one is. Fire detector! I can't believe it's every single one of them. That's a bar of soap that I'm pretty sure is in, oh, it is Starch. It says China the Starch Q. And she's licking cornstarch off a bar of soap. Multiple bars of soap. She's like she's got like a whole concoction going on there. For some reason, she has gloves on. She doesn't want to get the cornstarch on her hands, I guess. It might fuck up her nails or some shit. Look, you can even see in the glove the protrusions of her acrylics in the glove. That's funny. Point of view. Ghanaian me resisting the urge to crack bones while eating with my Lithuanian husband's family. Bro, Lithuania, you have let down everybody.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't 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 do it.
I mean, I guess it's better than throwing them on the sidewalk. That Lithuanian bro is fucked up. That is shameful. This woman is eating deodorant. She really prefers the lady speed stick. That's the good one right there. She's really savoring it too. Do black people have like an addiction to food that like really dehydrates their mouths? That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, this one, I don't know if this is fake or not. This guy's eating hot coals. If you don't want to see that, look away.
Les amoureux sont comme le bon vin. Ils donnent de la joie ou bien du chagrin. Affaibli par la faim, je suis malheureux.
That might be fake. I don't know how the fuck he's doing that. I like that French song though. It's a really nice French song. I think she's eating soap too.
Basically, I eat
toilet paper.
Like,
okay.
All day, every day. It's so good. Like it really like it hits the spot. And guess what? Toilet paper has 0 calories and it won't even give you a hangover.
Well, you ain't just eating fucking toilet paper, lady. She kind of looks like Oprah.
Some people might say that all toilet paper is the same, it's all created equally, and it's not. It's a difference between 1-ply toilet paper and 2-ply. 1-ply is better. Like, you don't have to go through all the stress of trying to rip it apart. 1-ply is like eating a PB&J without the crust.
1-ply, you can just like put the roll up on like you can like bolt in like or screw in a toilet paper roll holder like right next to your desk, and you can just like put it in your mouth and go nom nom, and it would be like a really 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 long noodle. You like never have to stop. You can just you can pull out you're doing work like tick 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 and nom nom, and both your hands are typing still, but you're still munching on that toilet paper. See, she got like a 9 million IQ. She figured this shit out. This is a 0 calorie life hack. And this is crushed Sonic ice with washing powder. That is poison. A lot of this has just been like silly, I guess. It's like bad for you, but not like poison, except for the bleach. This is straight up fucking poison. If you're putting dish detergent in your Sonic ice, you are fucking up. For real, no cap. And finally, I have a montage of funny videos of black people cooking. So, since we have thoroughly dissected the eating habits, we gotta see what real seasoned cooking really looks like.
What's that black stuff on the top, Dad?
This is an African-American grilled cheese sandwich.
Is that like seasoning or what is that?
Yeah, seasoning. It's really good. You should try it. I got you. I'm going to hook you up.
Let's just get another view.
I just want to say that his dad sounds like a white man, like an old white man. That's just burned bread though.
It smells kind of burnt, but it's not burnt though, right? It's
no. That's intentional.
That's intentional. Okay, got it.
Eat it. This pussy didn't even fucking eat it. You're gonna like humiliate your dad for TikTok or Instagram. You're not even gonna fucking eat his sandwich. What a bitch.
And seasoning salt and black pepper. You want to add seasoning salt and salt because one of them is not seasoned. You understand what I'm saying? Me neither. Now go ahead and crack an egg right in that same.
Did she say me neither?
Not seasoned. You understand what I'm saying? Me neither.
Okay, I like her. She's funny.
Now go ahead and crack an egg right in that same pan. Don't be dirtying up everything else because you.
She's in on the joke. She's like reviewing somebody else. She's doing what I'm doing. And she's like making fun of their shit ass cook. Okay, I got you. She's in on it.
You see, you don't wash dishes anyway. Now go ahead and smash that meat down and cut it with your spatula. You don't have to make burgers that's all round. For what?
Oh my God,
who said they gotta be round? And they don't have to be done apparently. That's what you're going for. And the purpose of the food on the back of the stove is because if this ain't edible, we're gonna get something from the back and wash it down as well. Now go ahead and put cheese because it ain't gonna slide down easy if it ain't cheesy. And no, that was not cabbage that went on there. It was lettuce that should have been let go a long time ago. Now get that old greasy egg out of there with the cheese and make sure you pair it up.
Okay, I really like her. She's funny. That's good. Okay, finally some chicken. Let's see this how this goes down.
Bro, Got enough meal for y'all. Bake on 350. Cut.
Did we watch this?
Oil.
I guess that it's just presumed that we watched this
Pepper.
beforehand.
Shredded. Half a stick of cream cheese.
Ew.
Garlic powder. Literally any kind of cheese you have. Mix.
Ew. Oh my god. What is she making? This looks like chicken salad. Did she?
Alright, y'all. So fold it like this, like a little burrito or whatever. Perfect. Place in the pan. Butter. 3 tablespoons of flour. 1 tablespoon tacos.
The chicken got cooked, right? You're gonna boil this?
Mix.
Ew.
Sour cream.
Bitch, what the fuck are you making? That looks awful. That looks vomitous.
Mix. Pour. Add more cheese. I forgot to add pepper, so just throw it on there real quick. Looking good, y'all. Looking good. Wait for 20 to 25 minutes. And you guys are done.
Lady, I was hoping that she would explain what the fuck she was cooking. Like, she would call them, like, chimichangas or something afterwards. She has no name for this. Whatever the fuck she just made, she's proud of it. It's done. I mean, I think it's cooked at this point, but... So, good on her. I don't know what you would call it, though. I think for $20, you can just DoorDash better. This guy does not look black even. He looks like Filipino. And he's got some Everclear. Tipsy bartender. That's the kind of... You don't want one of those straight-edge bartenders. You want one that's taking shots behind the counter. A tipsy bartender.
Everclear time! Tornado! Pineapple vodka.
This is pineapples in
Vodka.
That's a lot of alcohol,
Strawberry
bro.
vodka. Some coconut rum. We have a little bit of Malibu here, okay? So basically what they did is they took a rum and then added some coconut liqueur and call it coconut rum, you know? A little bit of lemon lime soda.
There's so much sugar in this.
Bad boy. Ooh, Hawaiian punch. Oh yeah.
Dude, this is gonna taste awful.
Stream, right? Midori here, okay? So you get a nice bit of melanin. And Blue Curacao is an orange flavor. I mean, you have some oranges in here, but you got to shake it to get it right. Boom. And there you have it. Okay? This is called the People Pleaser Jungle Juice. This good to go.
Jungle Juice.
And sweet and sour, homeboy. Ooh,
is there like a montage of this guy's drinks? I think that would just be like overwhelmingly sweet and also overwhelmingly alcoholic. Like, I'm not a bartender, but I'm pretty sure you use Everclear because it's so alcoholic, like in moderation, when you don't add like other alcoholic drinks to it. Like, if you really want to make something alcoholic that's like, I don't know, like if you added it to the end of this, like as a big thing of juice, it would be then like mildly alcoholic. But instead, it's like mostly alcohol. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't drink enough to really give an opinion. It just looks bad, and it's like such a mix of flavors that it can't possibly taste good.
Okay, see if you can see what happens. Put this on top here, hold this from the bottom, and you just do a little flip over. Bang. Now we come behind this with a little bit of island punch pucker, okay? Now you grab a little Sprite coming over the top of that. You see this? Bang. And there you have it.
I'm mesmerized by that. I like that.
So how do you do this shot? You hold it there like that?
That's cool. That's probably like $20 though. I was never told that you're supposed to drink a shot in one go, and I have offended many bartenders by sipping a shot. It took me a while before I was properly educated that you're supposed to, when you get a shot, something called a shot, you're supposed to drink it all at once, and you're not supposed to just like drink a third of it at a time. That's apparently a faux pas.
To the dude that
holy shit,
cook bacon in the microwave
bruh,
for 6 minutes. Bitch. Look at all this mess I made in here. Look at my burgers. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I really tried to do my big one with these. Okay?
Yeah.
I saw on TikTok that they said you just put the burgers. Hold up, my damn grease, my fry grease. Oh my god, let me put my fry. Y'all look
She
at my
has like,
fries.
this woman has 4 consecutive disasters ongoing at once. She has completely destroyed an entire kitchen just trying to follow TikTok trend. What the fuck are those marinating in?
Yeah.
She's marinating potatoes in an Easter basket. Oh my god!
Lord Jesus, have mercy. Somebody, please.
Yeah, dump all those cold ass fries in that small pot of oil all at once. That's a really good idea.
But, you know, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, when you add in a bunch of cold shit into hot oil, the oil actually reduces in temperature and then doesn't cook correctly. Take it from me, a fry master.
Turned out kind of cute. Oh, Lord. The bacon was extra crispy. He put his in a plastic thing. Why I couldn't put mine in a plastic thing?
This is really a metaphor for civilization as we know it, I think.
Or maybe he had a plate.
I mean, I'll give her credit. I don't hear the smoke alarm. Maybe she learned her lesson from the last time she made French fries to have a smoke alarm. Oh, is that a kiwi? So that's a whole unpeeled fruit roll-up, or kiwi, like a golden kiwi in a fruit roll-up. Okay. I mean, oh, she's gonna caramelize it. I mean, that's kind of cool, but you didn't peel it. Imagine how much better it would be if it wasn't fuzzy and shit on on the inside. It's not like I don't know. I mean, it's like pure sugar and fruit. It can't be too bad, but you didn't peel it. Balling on a Budget with Lex. Oh, I already watched this one. Did I?
Y'all broke.
Oh, this is a different one.
Baby, I got a good meal for you, okay? You gonna slap your meat on in there. Whatever meat of your choice.
Dude, I've always wondered who buys those like 10-pound tubes of ground beef at the store, and now I know.
We chose turkey today, okay? Now
Oh, it's
feed
turkey.
it, baby dad just walk through the door, okay? Drain your meat just a little bit. Add your salt, pepper, garlic salt, seasoning salt.
Just add garlic. Dude, what is seasoning salt? It's got like seasoning in the name. We have to extract listen, the brightest white minds of our generation need to come together and determine what the seasoning is in seasoning salt so that we can harness it and satiate black people by putting in food.
Now just transfer this shit into another pot. Put in your corn, rotel, diced tomatoes. And I don't like washing dishes, so we just gonna pour this bitch in here, okay? Yeah. Fill it all the way to the top, And drain your kidney beans. Then you just gonna wash it, alright?
Why? Why would you do that?
Onion powder.
I mean, I'm going to be real with you. All Mexican food is basically this. You just put beef in a pot with a couple canned things of vegetables, usually beans and corn and tomatoes, and then you dump a bunch of salts in it, and then you're just like, yeah, this is it. That's basically what Mexican food is.
Does that feel good? Yeah. Scratch your back.
Is it a cockroach?
Egg wash?
No. That isn't, no, you're not going to flamin' hot Cheeto fry a palmetto bug, lady. Bro, no way. No, fuck it.
Hot Cheetos.
Is she gonna like batter and fry this in Cheeto dust? This cockroach? She's so normal looking too. She's just like a normal looking young black girl, and she's like Cheeto dust deep frying a bro. Those are the eyes of a psychopath. Show the roach. I need to see the roach. I don't trust. She swapped this out with like a date or something. Yeah. Okay, I believe her. I believe her. I believe her. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Cheeto dusted lobster in a car. Okay. I like the Moomin jug. That's cute.
And y'all need to stop saying that people is lazy and don't want to work. Cause truth be told, baby, we just tired of being slaves. All I see is masters and plantations when I look on Indeed. Cause who finna do all that work for the amount of money that y'all trying to pay people? And to be honest, it don't take no hour to make no $15.
That's right.
See, keep standing on business, baby.
Speak your truth.
Like a strong mind and some confidence. Okay.
The rent is too damn high.
Out of control. Oh.
Why are you in your car? Where did she drive through to get 4 whole lobster tails pre-cooked so that she could put them in a bag of Doritos dust? Where did she go to do this?
I don't know. What you say?
She got it figured out though. I mean, this is basically just adding umami. Like it's MSG. It's a lobster tail. Can't be too bad. I remember kids doing shit like this in the cafeteria in like grade school. Okay, I got you. You're gonna be eating that shit. Butter. Hope it's not going on a dog. No sound for this one. Okay, so that's butter and marshmallows. And then Lay's potato chips? Yeah, those are Ruffles. Okay. So this is marshmallow. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is like M&M's and shit. I'm not sure what that is. It's jelly bears and popcorn and chocolate. So now he's melting the chocolate in the dish. Oh my god. Wow. Dude, the food that he's making and the way that this is cut and the way he's like constantly smiling at the camera as he does this horrific shit, this is like scary. And I think the lack of sound too amplifies how fucking scary this is. Whereas like this is, it's like my perspective is being held hostage because it's like in this camera and I am trapped in this room as this man does this and I don't know what he wants from me and I don't know why I'm here and I'm scared. Okay, this woman has found an ingenious way to slather on sauce on ribs. Hell yeah, this is how we do. Yeah, mop it up, Jan Jan.
That is a mop sauce right there. True.
Hell yeah. You know what they say, one man's mop is another man's baster.
True barbecue right there.
To each their own. Hot Dog Pack cooks hot dogs on the grill. I don't know what Hot Dog Pack is. I guess that's his name.
All right, y'all. Do the trick. We got down.
He's smiling. He knows this is stupid as hell.
I'm always
Look at him. He's smiling. This motherfucker knows he's about to do some dumb shit for TikTok.
I'm always putting the whole pack itself on the grill. So I'm going to give you grilling 101 with Chef Boyardee.
This guy knows he's full of shit. Look at them smirking motherfucker.
First thing you got to do, get ballpark. The brand got to be ballpark. This will not work with any other type of hot dog brand. Ballpark. It ain't got to be the bun size. It ain't got to be jumbo. It ain't got to be extra small, whatever the fuck it is. Got to be ballpark. So you take your ballpark hot dogs and you stick them face down on the grill. Just like this. Face down. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. So, I already got my T-bones, I got my brats, I got my hamburger. So I'm gonna put this directly in front of everything. Face down now. So this side down, face down on the grill. So we're gonna come back in a few minutes and the motherfucker's gonna be bubbling inside the pack. So, just stand by, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. So you can see,
I do not believe that he's eating these unless
the
I see him open this package. I want a continuous shot from.
Melting, you're fine. But if we zoom in, you see the little. It's gonna be juicing and bubbling on the inside. It's gonna be cooking this hot dog on the inside of the pack. So in a few seconds, when we return after this short break, you're gonna see all the little bubbles and you're gonna see the juices being absorbed and sucked inside of the hot dog. So just stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we're back. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, now check this out. Get your phones ready. Start screen recording. Do whatever you got to do because this shit finna be epic, boy. It's going to be some shit you ain't never seen.
Finna be epic, champ.
Look, now inside the pack, you see the juices. It's bubbling. It's cooking. It's filling up with juices. So when you bite into it, it's so juicy. So look at it. Just look at it. Don't worry about the edges being burnt. It's okay. It's not gonna penetrate the pack. I promise you.
I want a continuous shot from him taking this off the grill.
Damn, there you have it. Perfectly cooked. Don't worry about the outside, y'all. The outside don't mean shit. Perfectly.
Those look undone.
Cooked hot dogs. Juicy as fuck.
He didn't eat it. I wanted to see that be opened and then plated on a bun and then see him eat it in one shot. I did not get that. The issue is obviously that that's leaching chemicals from the plastic into the meat, and you're also depriving the meat of the grill. Like, you're not doing yourself a favor. Just put it on the fucking grill. Best yams in the world. I think it's the last one I got.
Y'all see it.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Oh my god.
That's what it is. Best
Holy.
in the world.
Holy fuck, lady.
Come taste it yourself. Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about the cookbook.
So there's more shit going on. Okay.
A little bit more. A little bit more. This bitch y'all asses out so bad, right?
Y'all see it, country cooking.
It make the people come down here and spend their money with it. So, like I said, baby.
Dude.
We'll do the rest off camera. But I see y'all other restaurants, y'all copping my shit.
Oh my god, lady. No, I'm taking that recipe and I'm making a whole franchise off of it. Well, chat, I hope we've learned something today about seasoning, about the starch, about pica, and about improv TikTok melanated cooking essentials, such as hot dog packets and Tupperware in the microwave. And I hope you have enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Take it easy.